Now,
The remedies period which you said is also as per ascending order, as in the best
no,
is in
any of this time actually,
okay.
because whatever is convenient or whatever, because every day you want to have with the Sankranti and all those things actually. So out of these, any time if you do, that is good actually. That is more beneficial.
Okay.
Now, astrology says that you need not to do any remedies. You need not to go out for doing any remedies. You can do all the remedies just by sitting at home also. And this is what we used to do in the earlier time. But I think we have forgotten that. So that's why we have all the problem. We have to do some intense remedies without realizing that all these remedies can be done just by sitting at home also. So how we do that actually? First is all the elements, Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash, or even the two planets, Sun and Moon. So Sun, Moon, water, air, and earth. These are considered as a god by us. In the Hindu philosophy, they are considered as a god. Why god? Because we can't exist without them. There is no life without them. So that's why they are considered god. And now when they are considered god, it is our duty to respect them. It is our duty to respect them actually. So this is what it says, that if you start respecting these things, most of the planet automatically get propitiated. Most of the planet, they automatically get uh, propitiated. जैसे कि फ्लोइंग वाटर में आप मल मूत्र का त्याग मत करिए, अवॉइड एक्सक्रीशन, या इवन जस्ट फेसिंग सन एंड मून, avoid that actually. And some people you might have seen that they just keep on hitting the earth also, either by the leg or by some stick also. So that is also bad. That is disrespect to the Mother Earth. Similarly, we are all contributing toward this air, water, and earth pollution. हम देखते हैं कि दिन रात हम लोग पोल्यूशन क्रिएट करते हैं, पोल्यूशन में हमारा योगदान होता है. We are all contributing toward the pollution of air, water, and earth actually. So this is very, very dangerous because we are making most of the planet as malefic planet without realizing what we are doing. But we don't avoid that actually, because particularly in India, you see that pollution is because of the individual contribution toward that actually. And that is naturally making most of the planet malefic if we are contributing toward the pollution. अगर हम pollution में अपना योगदान करते हैं, तो आप ये समझ के चलिए कि आप अपनी लाइफ को खुद ही खराब कर रहे हैं, और मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लानिट जो है वो आपके मैलिफिक हो जाते हैं. तो इसलिए ज्योतिष में कहा कि यू अवॉइड पोल्यूशन एज फार एज पॉसिबल. डोंट कंट्रीब्यूट टुवर्ड द पोल्यूशन बिकॉज दैट इज अ डिसरेस्पेक्ट टू दिस एलिमेंट. सो आप इनको अवॉइड करिए. Second is very simple thing we all used to do also. You respect your mother, father, and the elder in the family, and everyone used to do. And this was taught to each child. Just when they get up in the morning, you touch the feet of mother, father, and all the elders in the family. But now nobody does that actually. So if you do this thing, automatically sun and moon, they get propitiated. उनकी अपने आप शांति हो जाती है, सन और मून की, जो कि बहुत एक इम्पॉर्टेंट प्लानिट है आपके लिए, और सिर्फ एक रेस्पेक्ट दिखाने में. And what happens, we don't respect our mother and father, and we rush to the astrologer, and they will tell you very intense remedies. They will ask you to go around the world actually, go to this temple, that temple, do this remedy, do that remedies. So you waste a lot of efforts and the money also, but they cannot be beneficial whatever you do, unless and until you start respecting your father and mother. You can go anywhere, no remedy is going to work actually, because there's a basic prerequisite. And father is the significator of sun actually, or mother is the significator of moon. So unless and until you respect those two, you, no remedy will be helpful, I tell you. No remedy, whatever remedy you can do, whatever intense remedy you can do, that will not be useful at all. तो सिर्फ आपको पेरेंट्स की, या जितने भी जो एल्डर्स हैं फैमिली में, उनकी रेस्पेक्ट करनी है, और खाली रेस्पेक्ट करने से आप देखेंगे कि सन, मून, जुपिटर, such a important planet for you, they automatically get propitiated. लेकिन जब तक हम इनकी रेस्पेक्ट नहीं करेंगे और हम कितनी भी गहन रेमेडी क्यों ना कर लें, किसी भी मंदिर में क्यों ना चले जाएं, कितना भी दान क्यों ना कर लें, कितना भी पैसा या एफर्ट्स वेस्ट कर लें, कभी कोई उपाय काम नहीं करेगा जब तक आप इनकी रेस्पेक्ट नहीं करेंगे. Then we come to the Mars. Mars basically represent violence. So it says that you have to avoid all sort of violence. You have to avoid all sort of violence. Even involving yourself into violence physically or mentally or by the speech also, जिसको कि हम हिंदी में शारीरिक, मानसिक और वाचिक हिंसा कहते हैं. तो the violence of any type has to be avoided. Even if you think about someone, I will beat him or I will kill him, that is violence. Or even if you speak, that is also violence. And if you physically harm someone, that is also violence. So that has to be avoided under all circumstances if you want to propitiate the planet Mars. Second is Mars represent your co-born. Mars represent your co-born, or you can say sibling, your brother and sister also. So you have to be affectionate with them. You have to be affectionate with them. So if you are affectionate with your siblings, your co-born, then Mars will automatically get propitiated, and you have to avoid all sort of violence also. Then it says that basically sun, you have to control the negativity. You have to be positive. So if you control the negativity and don't use harsh language with the female, so naturally the sun and moon, they automatically get propitiated. So for the sun and moon, again, you have to be positive and you have to respect the females also. So then automatically the sun and moon also, they get propitiated. इनकी अपने आप शांति हो जाती है अगर आप पॉजिटिव रहेंगे और महिलाओं के प्रति जो है कोई भी आप अपशब्द का इस्तेमाल नहीं करेंगे. Then we come to Mercury. Again, Mercury is a very important planet for you. And we know that Mercury represents two things. One is the communication. It's a planet of communication. And secondly, it represents the teenagers. It represents the teenagers. So in case you are affectionate or you have a good behavior with the teenagers, then Mercury will automatically get propitiated. Secondly, is a planet of communication. So you have to be soft while communication. You have to be soft while communicating with the others actually. And this communication may be by speech or even maybe the writing also. So in both type of communication, you have to be very soft. You have to avoid harsh language or any wrong allegation against anybody. You have to avoid that. So in case you start doing that, you have to be soft. You have to be good toward the teenagers. Then automatically Mercury will get propitiated. And you might have seen, particularly in India nowadays on the news channel, in the evening we see all debates, so-called debates. Then what they do in the debate, they keep on abusing each other. They don't do anything except abusing each other. And you just try to observe such people for some time. They are making this Mercury as a very malefic planet. And you know, Mercury is a planet of speech. Mercury is a planet of communication. And after some time, if they start doing, if they don't stop it, then you see that they even won't be able to speak also. They will make this Mercury so malefic कि वो कुछ समय के बाद आप देखेंगे बोल भी नहीं पाएंगे वो. तो ये हमें अवॉइड करना है. किसी के भी प्रति हमें हार्श लैंग्वेज का इस्तेमाल नहीं करना, एब्यूजिव लैंग्वेज का इस्तेमाल नहीं करना. वी ट्राई टू बी सॉफ्ट एज फार एज पॉसिबल, एंड पर्टिकुलरली बिकॉज द मर्करी रिप्रेजेंट द टीनेजर्स, सो यू हैव टू बी nice to them, you have to be affectionate to them, you have a good, should have a good behavior with them actually. So then also Mercury will get propitiated. Thirdly, many times we submit the false document, we fraud documents in the government or anywhere. I think it's very, very common actually. We keep on submitting the fraud documents. So that has to be avoided. Uh, Avoid falseness and the submission of the fraud documents anywhere, because if you start doing all these things, again the Mercury will get malefic planet. So that has to be avoided, submission of false document anywhere actually. तो आपको तीन चीजों का ध्यान रखना है मरकरी के लिए, और कुछ नहीं करना है आपको। जो सॉफ्ट लैंग्वेज यूज करना है, मृदुभाषी बनना है कायदे में, किसी को एब्यूज नहीं करना, एब्यूजिव लैंग्वेज का इस्तेमाल नहीं करना, और जो भी टीनेजर्स हैं उनके साथ अच्छा बर्ताव करना है। और कहीं भी जो आप लोग फ्रॉड डॉक्यूमेंट या नकली डॉक्यूमेंट या जालसाजी दस्तावेज कहते हैं जिसको, वो अगर आप सबमिट करते